Alan Schimmel, DevOps.com here at DevOps Enterprise London 2016, and I'm here with Tom Clark of ITV. Hi, Tom. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Welcome for having me.
Thank you. Tom, you just presented.
That's right, yep.
And a little bit about ITV's DevOps journey. And you know what? We were talking off camera, and I said, well, I, of course, knew who ITV was, but brought up a good point, a global audience. Maybe not everyone does. What is ITV?
So ITV is a kind of integrated producer broadcaster, which means we make stuff as well as selling it around the world and actually moving on channels. So actually we're the largest commercial television company in the UK. Yes,
largest television commercial TV company in the UK. So Tom, you here telling the audience of your DevOps journey.
Yeah, so it's been a long journey. I think it started back in around about 2010 when we moved. We were using Waterfall back then, and actually about 2014 we really started on the main journey across into DevOps, and actually where we are now.
So in 2010, was it really a move towards Agile, Scrum?
It was the beginning of that, yeah.
And then that kind of preceded, as so often is the case with Agile, you wind up saying, hey, this DevOps thing would work pretty good with it as well.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we did a little MVP back in 2014, and we saw that kind of like DevOps and product teams could work for us. And actually, when we did a big modernization program, we realized that's the model we wanted to follow for the rest of the program.
Fantastic. And Tom, you know, one of the themes that we're hearing, particularly at this year's or this event, is the idea of DevOps obviously starting with Dev and Ops, but now starting to move beyond just IT, if you will.
No, I think that's absolutely critical. So I think the IT is now moving quickly, and the business needs to kind of keep up with the same level of agility. And I think it also applies to security as well. The traditional security teams, they just don't move at the speed we needed. And so we're working very closely with our team, so actually it becomes DevSecOps as well at ITV.
So that's a topic near and dear to me. I've been in the security space for 15 plus years. Actually, Shannon Leitz at Intuit is DevSecOps.org. I don't know if you know Shannon. How are you getting the security team to move faster?
I think it starts with like a good security guy who's kind of just really on board. And there's only a couple of them at ITV. So what they're doing is actually having security champions around the business. So they say, here's how we should do great security. And they actually kind of like keep a check and a balance. But actually we're devolving the security responsibility down to the various product teams that are building things.
And as part of that devolving responsibility is that sort of shifting security left earlier in the cycles of things, or...
Yeah, no, rather than actually having a big security audit at the end, actually you're doing security from the beginning. So you're always thinking, actually, what are the risks around this? What you do some threat modeling, and actually making sure you do it at the beginning when it's cheap to make the changes.
Right, it's much cheaper. So in my opinion, when we talk about DevSecOps and stuff like that, there's two things. By shifting security left, we're really reducing the cost of remediation by a factor of 10 to 100. Yeah. But that doesn't become possible unless you instill culturally the mantra of security is everyone's responsibility.
Absolutely agree, yep.
And then that, to me, is really the key. When you start getting developers thinking security, and it's part of their job to deliver secure code, you're on your way to better security.
Absolutely. I think it's like the beginning of DevOps when actually the developers started taking as much interest in the operations side as the development side. Now they've got something else they need to start caring about, but actually the developers we work with are really passionate about it as well, because ultimately they're responsible. If their code gets hacked, they're going to be kind of embarrassed about it.
Excellent. And Tom, what made you come present at DevOps Enterprise Summit?
I think it was the opportunity to kind of share the ITV story. I think it's quite interesting, but also to learn from everyone else. I think, you know, for the price of a ticket, you get to kind of be around some of the smartest minds in the industry. So I think it'd be crazy not to come.
That's a great. They're not paying you to say that.
No, Gene's giving me a kind of an envelope.
Giving you a little extra. Okay, but that's a ringing endorsement, actually.
Yeah, absolutely,
and thank you very much. And how's your day been so far?
It's been absolutely fantastic. I was here from 7 a.m. because I used my own laptop. They said I needed to come early for an AV check. Then they said it'd be fine. So I've been up since 5:30, but other than that, it's been fine.
You and me both.
Yeah.
So we're there. Anyway, Tom, thank you so much for appearing here with us.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much for presenting and telling the ITV story. Continued success at ITV. We'll look forward to seeing you on the telly, and maybe at another DevOps Enterprise Summit.
I hope
soon.
so. Yeah.
Okay,
Good.
Tom Clark, ITV.
Thank you very much.
This is Alan Schimmel for DevOps.com.